We've got the Sunday Express now, and the BBC is showing fake Hamas propaganda in its news footage. I thought BBC Verify were supposed to stop this kind of thing, Cresta.
BBC provokes fury for running footage featuring famous Hamas propaganda actor. And he is famous. I don't know any actors. I wouldn't know Tom Cruise if he walked in here. And this guy, I know who he is.
You recognise his face?
I keep seeing him. He pops up everywhere. So there's been calls for an inquiry, so that's reassuring, into the coverage of the Israel-Gaza crisis from the BBC. Because this guy... So the 6 o'clock news have used his footage, and this is what's really amazing. Not only has it been called out, they're now saying that he's not fake.
Well, we've got the picture of this is a tweet that was put out that shows the different roles that he's played in these. I mean, they're called Pallywood. It's the Palestinian Hollywood. So he's played a freedom fighter, a blood donor, a foster father, a resilient patient, a revived corpse, a war correspondent, very unconvincing there. The helmet doesn't fit him at all. American Idol, not the TV show, I suppose, a radiology tech, and a tour guide. These are some of the roles that he's had. But the BBC seem oblivious to this. I don't know if they're being willfully oblivious or if they genuinely didn't recognise him. I think everybody else with an internet connection did.
I can't believe it. It's funny that they would claim to have a verify, that they would even have an idea of verifying things. And
because they want to believe it. And obviously people are dying there and it's bad in the Gaza. But when you see some of the videos and the children that are, like some of the children are being carried and they're covered in dust and dirt.
Yeah.
At least the top half of their body is, but the rest isn't. And there were never any mothers around. There were never any women around. It's just in a field of men. And I think it's what's happened is you become your enemy. And the enemy of the Jewish people were the eternal victims. And now the Palestinians are painting themselves as the victims. That's so
unlike... But to be fair, if a building's collapsed, there's somebody somewhere's going to be in a right state. It's not like there aren't dead...
Yeah.
I'm not denying that for a second.
This is the thing.
So I don't understand why you need to do this.
Exactly. I've seen so much footage, genuine footage of, horrible atrocities, horrible deaths and injuries. And so I don't understand why they'd undermine...
Yeah.
So there's been more disinformation and more, fake AI-generated imagery and all the rest of it flying around in this conflict than any conflict I've ever seen. And I don't know why they do it when there is valid footage there. It undermines the validity.
I'm going to get into trouble for saying this. I've seen a lot of video which shows a lot of men and a few little children.
Right.
And no women anywhere to be found. And that's very weird. Oh, my God, I can't believe I said that. I want to apologize for that.
Well, it's your lived experience, Lewis.